I've just realized the intro didn't have any audio, so welcome to Music by Martin, and today, or yesterday, I'm going to be recording a full song using only free software. So let's dive right in. So I've got everything set up now. We'll be using Neural Amp Modeler. It's basically an open source amp modeler. It's got its own impulse response reader. However, I would rather use the STL Tones one. It's also free, so you can just download it from the website. I also downloaded from the same website that you can download the amps for the amp modeler. I downloaded a bunch of cabs, and yeah, so this is how it sounds. I like it a lot. Then the drums that we're going to be using, it's a free library I got. It's called Perfect Drums Player. And then I downloaded a kit from, I can't remember, but I will look it up and put it in the description for you. It also sounds quite good. You can route it so it gives you all the drums in different channels, which is what I've done here. I was thinking something very like metalcore vibes. Very like... I know, it's just literally Unholy Confessions.
One eternity later.
So I'm thinking like a ta 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 ta. There is a free compressor by Contact called Supercharger, and wait, not Contact, Native Instruments? I actually have no clue. I know you can't hit those two cymbals, but it's kind of necessary, or else it feels a bit weird. Gonna double disc guitars and make some leads. I'm thinking just some like octaves to sort of support it. Cool. Thinking like it needs a bit more drive. Now on to the next section. Oh yeah. So in Sempiternal by Bring Me Horizon, they do it all the time where they just let it ring out. I also do it with my band Turning Point. I just feel like it's such a simple, but the transition just feels very smooth for some reason. And then you just do like a big slide and go into the next section, which I'm thinking is just going to be like a simplified version of the riff, like a bit less DC section of the riff. Yes, pick scraper will do for now. That's cool. That's cool. Something with like those chords. Don't know what they are, but they sound cool. Ooh. That's really cool. I really like that transition. And then it's a bit of a crossfade there, or else it sounds a bit weird. There's something off about those two guitars. Still haven't quite figured out what it is. I'm thinking that the maybe the cabinet is not really nice. I'm gonna find out. So I'm gonna commit a crime here. There is a compressor called OTT. And it's like a very, very aggressive compressor. It's mainly used in like electronic music and that kind of stuff. But I've got a feeling that it might tighten the guitars here if I use it very softly.
A few moments later.
Oh, that's cool. I could be doing like behind that riff. I mean, I need to see how that works out. I'm picturing something like that for the chorus. I'm thinking it might just go straight in. Similar to how they do it in Unholy Confessions. They just have like a small drum fill at the end. It just goes straight into the chorus. Cool. So now we've got matched like big chorus, like an open chorus. So the drums have to go a lot slower now. Let's see how that works. I'm gonna split that by half. Can see what That's cool. I really like that. It's very, very dramatic, but I like it. That's really dramatic. I sort of need to align it with that cadence that I did here. I think it's that actually. I think I've done it now. Let's hear it. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so far we've got the intro, verse, chorus. Now I'm gonna try to start wrapping it up. I don't know why, but post-chorus breakdown, it always hits so hard. Let's see what we can do. So I'm thinking like
1 hour later.
So yeah, that first half was good. Oh, that's really cool. I can like do that pause that I did. could do like a Dream Theater and modulate it. That's really cool. That was a total accident, an absolute accident, and it sounds amazing. Although I want it to be the other way around though, like this one's want to be kicks and this one's so something like this. You know what? Maybe this one meant to go up there and then. Actually, I might repeat that one like a few more times, you know, because I do need to fix that breakdown though, because it sounds like unfinished. It sounds not polished. That's what I mean. I feel like we can go into the chorus again. Like, to be honest, I don't see why not. Go back to the intro and finish the song. I think that that's kind of it, to be honest. And now we can half time it. Okay, so to connect those two bits, I need like a small bridge, and then that will be the outro. So I've got this chorus right here, and then I'm thinking I can make like a filter, like an automated filter. Okay, so how do I do this? First of all, we bypassed the song. We don't. Then this is a very like simple effect that I use quite a lot, and it's really fun because it adds so much texture to the build-ups. Sorry, to the transitions. It's just a cool effect, like a very easy to do cool effect. And also the same for the low shelf. I'm actually thinking like, why if I just double the chorus guitars? I might be overthinking the what I actually need to do, but what if hear me out. What if I do that? Delete all of that. Delete all of that. But copy these guitars. It has to be like. Oh my god, doing that many down picks. This probably sounds like. Huh? I think it's because my arm got tired on the second half. No, I think it's just all wrong, to be honest. I forgot about the bass, you know, that's quite funny actually. There is this free bass plugin called Ample Bass, which is going to be a bit interesting because I have to drop tune it. How do I do this? You know what just happened? I had like the biggest, you know when you make a song and you go to bed and then you wake up the next morning, you listen to it and it's like the worst possible song you could ever hear. That just happened to me like a few minutes ago. I was like, oh, you know, that lead guitar sounds amazing. And I just heard it again and I can't believe I was happy with that. It sounds so bad. Oh, I can't believe I was like, you know, this is fire. Okay, so that's all the instruments done. Now I'm actually gonna get down into mixing. This is actually a very big challenge as I'm used to using so many plugins for mixing that I am not allowed because it's all meant to be free again. So I've sort of finished the mix now. I'm gonna walk you through what I've sort of done. First of all, I automated the volume for the intro, so now it's quieter than now it's quieter. Then I've got this impact. It's a riser, and then an impact. It sounds like this. It's simple, fairly in the background, but also you can definitely tell it's there. The most important thing that I've done that I want to point out is these drums. I didn't really like them that much when I was working on them, so I've changed the snare, basically divided the snare between the perfect drum snare, which sounds like this, and I use lapse snare with a stupid amount of processing to sort of get a more realistic snare. So both of them together sound, which I consider is a lot better. Then bass is got everything I showed before, just the pitch shifting, distortion. I added a massive boost at 1K because it was just the frequency that was resonating that I sort of liked, and I wanted to exploit it because the whole rest of the sound of the bass I didn't love it. So this way I thought it sounded a lot better. I also added OTT and a sidechain compression between kick drum and the bass. I also added this sub impact. it just makes it hit harder every time it comes in. Essentially, it's all fairly simple, just normal processing. Cymbals, I just compressed them, distorted them, and then boosted the high end of it, and then lowered the volume. That way, it's more in the background, but also they sound good. OTT, as I said before, on the lead guitars. Compression. More compression. I sort of high cut all of the guitars and they still sound very bright. I don't know if it's the amps that I used. It's still, I think it sounds good. Then, so the mastering chain is quite interesting, and it was quite a big challenge because I didn't know how to master using only 3 plugins. But so this is sort of what I came up with. First of all, I'm using Fresh Air. It's a plugin that adds a lot of to the mix. But Late Digital is amazing. Let me show you how it sounds before and after. So it's a massive difference. I added this compressor, which I think is an 1176. I don't know, I don't normally use it. Had to sort of improvise with it. I hope I used it correctly. I'm probably gonna get shouted at for not using it correctly, but you know, it sounds alright, so. I used also the supercharger again, which I used on like almost every channel. It's a very simple free compressor that I really liked. I don't know what its intended for, but it works. It sort of adds a bit more glue to it. Then again, as if it already didn't have enough highs, I boosted them again in the master mix by quite a lot. I don't know why my mix. You know what? I'm actually an. I was just talking about how I cut all the guitars and now I've just boosted them again. It sounds good, you know. I'm not gonna touch it. It sounds good to me. Then just a limiter to avoiding the clip, and it's not. It's just there to avoid clipping. So here's the whole result. So there you have it. Literally anyone can access this free software. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for all of them, and then you can check them out yourself. If you like what you're watching, please subscribe and like. Feel free to leave any feedback in the comments, and see you on the next one.